Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this finally Friday, July 16th, for Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, the Tonto National Forest rescinded Stage 2 fire restrictions and implemented Stage 1 fire restrictions as of 8 o'clock this morning. The onset of monsoonal activity across the forest and a decrease in fire danger have prompted fire officials to ease fire restrictions. That means campfires and charcoal fires in developed campgrounds and picnic areas are allowed, but only in Forest Service rings and barbecues. Open fires in dispersed recreation areas remains prohibited. Up on top of the rim, due to monsoonal activity and heavy rainfall across most of the forest there, the Coconino and Kaibab National Forest rescinded all fire restrictions as of 6 o'clock this morning. The Kaibab National Forest will also lift the Bill Williams Mountain closure. Fire danger does remain high across both forests. Visitors are still asked to remain vigilant and avoid activities that could accidentally cause wildfires. Refrain from campfires on dry and windy days, and remember that it's always illegal to leave a campfire unattended. In addition, fireworks are never allowed on any national forest land. Closures unrelated to fire and smoking restrictions do remain in effect, including the Raphael Fire around Sycamore Canyon, the Magnum Fire on the North Kaibab Ranger District, and areas here on the Slate Fire and Backbone Fire scars. Meanwhile, folks in southern Gila County have transitioned from fire concerns, that is, to now flooding concerns. The Gila County Sheriff's Office is reminding folks in that area that if they are experiencing post-telegraph fire flood property damage, that, well, Team Rubicon can help remove debris or even build sandbag walls. Team Rubicon's mission is providing relief to those affected by disaster, no matter when or where they strike, by pairing the skills and experience of military veterans with first responders, medical professionals, as well as technology solutions. Team Rubicon aims to provide the greatest service and impact possible. An added really significant element to this group's purpose is that through continued service, Team Rubicon seeks to provide our veterans with 3 things that they lose after leaving the military: a purpose, gained through disaster relief; community, built by serving with others; and identity, from recognizing the impact that one individual can make. Coupled with leadership development and other opportunities, Team Rubicon looks to help veterans transition from military to civilian life. All that said, residents in the fired scar area can get help by contacting the local deployment of Team Rubicon at 928-402-8664. Again, that's 928-402-8664. And speaking of the numerous fire scars all over Gila County, one of the bits of good news is wildfires like the Middle Fire over on the other side of the Matazels leaves behind burn scars that can help protect communities, ranches, infrastructure, and other values at risk from future catastrophic wildfire. The burn scar serves as a buffer zone with less grass, brush, and trees to fuel future wildfires. Wildfire can also clear weaker and diseased trees and other organic debris and help restore the health of the ecosystem. Now, if new wildfire occurs in the area in the future, the burn scar can be used as an anchor point or holding feature to assist suppression efforts. Wildfires that burn at low to moderate intensity leave the root structures of plants mostly intact and help to hold the soil in place, which reduces post-fire erosion. If enough heat is present, fire can break the seed casings within the soil, allowing them to sprout. Now, when rain falls over the burn scar, it returns nutrients back into the soil to facilitate forage growth in the future in that fire area, which can be beneficial to both wildlife and livestock. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, it looks like scattered showers and the thunderstorms are still in the forecast once again today, and they're expected across northern Arizona through at least the weekend. Localized flash floods will be possible within the heavier showers and storms. A complete report on your 7-day forecast is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News. Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hello, this is Brian Bowman. We have Payson Tire Pros and Automotive, and one of the best things about having a business in town is the local community. We found Terlucas and Brandt to do our taxes. Amy's been a critical component for our business to be successful. We are very thankful for them and their professionalism. So if you're looking to have somebody do your taxes and you want to find somebody good that's willing to work with you, Amy is awesome. Terlucas and Brandt is who we suggest.
Taking a look now at your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast. Chances for showers and thunderstorms again over northern Arizona this afternoon and into this evening, especially over the high terrain and areas of eastern Arizona. Now, the latest high-res guidance continues to show thunderstorms beginning to initiate around 12 noon here along the Mogollon Rim and then expanding in coverage as the afternoon progresses. Localized flash flooding in areas of heavy rainfall will be possible once again today. The ridge over the southwest begins to wander eastward to position itself over the Four Corners region. The high then begins to strengthen late in the weekend and into early next week. Well, with the high in that location, monsoonal moisture is expected to remain in place over Arizona over the weekend and into much of the next upcoming week. As a result, afternoon showers and thunderstorms really are in the forecast each day for the next 7 days, with the greatest chances being over the high terrain here along the Mogollon Rim. Now, later into next week, moisture will increase, which may allow areas farther north of the rim to see better chances for precipitation as well. Localized flash flooding will continue to remain a concern with heavy rainfall, especially over areas that have yet to see wetting rains. Temperatures remain about the same through the forecast period, warming slightly over the weekend as the ridge moves east. Background winds are expected to remain light. Meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today should look like this. Here in Payson today, we have a 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms after 11 a.m. It will be partly sunny with a high near 91. Light and variable winds becoming southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour in the morning. Winds could gust as high as 17 miles an hour. And, of course, much higher near any thunderstorm outflows. Tonight, well, that's going to go down to a 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms after the sun goes down, and that'll be mainly before 8 o'clock this evening. It'll be mostly cloudy with our low in Payson down around 70 degrees. Up on top of the rim at Forest Lakes, they have a 60% chance for storms with a high up there near 75 today and a low up there tonight down around 54 degrees. There's also a 60% chance for storms down on those new burn scars near the Globe, Miami area. Their forecast in Globe today is expected, the high there is expected to hit 91 with a low near 71. And down in the hottest spot in Gila County, the deserts of Tonto Basin today, they have a 40% chance for storms late today and into this evening. Tonto Basin is forecast to hit 98 for a high today, so staying out of triple digits, and then later tonight dropping down to about 75 for a low. And hey, plan to stick around for a couple more minutes with us here because we have a pretty interesting story for you. It's a rather amazing story about a furry little critter, a globe-trotting marmot that hitched a ride on a car way up in northern Colorado and survived the trip all the way down to the hot deserts of Phoenix, Arizona. Now, the nice part is the story has a pretty happy ending as well, so we hope you'll stick around for that. Meanwhile, that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great weekend.
It's okay. We got a call to our radio dispatch from a citizen in Arizona, in Glendale actually, that took video footage of an unknown creature running around in a parking lot, jumping into vehicles.
Aw, come here.
My first reaction was, oh no, we have a marmot. It's a yellow-bellied marmot that somehow made her way all the way from Crested Butte in Colorado to Arizona and survived the trip in our record-breaking heat in June. We were able to successfully trap her and found out she had an ear tag and came across the Rocky Mountain Biological Laboratories website. I called them up immediately and they looked up the ear tag number, and within an hour we got a call saying, yep, this is one of our girls.
When we looked her up, we realized she was a female, and females are important. I talked to my students who'd been watching her all spring, and they said, oh, she's really social. I said, we probably should get her back.
Knowing her history and the importance of what she plays into the research here in Colorado, that's what really triggered me into making sure that we got her back to Colorado as quickly as possible, because she's part of this extremely long-term data set.
I'm glad it's not too hot.
Yeah.
It's not unusual for marmots to hitch rides and find themselves in Crested Butte or Gunnison. The idea that a marmot could get under a car and somehow travel about 10 hours to the Phoenix area is just extraordinary. This is really the premier high alpine field station in the world. The marmots of the Rocky Mountain Biological Lab have been studied continually since 1962, and it's a place where not just the marmots have been studied for decades, but many other things have been studied for decades as well. Her brothers are hanging out all around here, and her brothers have left their mothers, but we're going to release her down by these burrows where you can see one of her brothers right now. I think that's Spoon, who we caught yesterday, who said, where's Fork? Come on, Fork. They bite through the bag sometimes. So she's on the small side right now, but she'll gain weight. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop her right here.
Yep. I think we have 22 marked pups here right now. Pretty much all male yearlings disperse, and many female yearlings disperse, meaning they leave home and go elsewhere. And what we know from previous studies is that those that are more socially connected, embedded in their groups, are less likely to disperse. That's the mom.
Look at that great size comparison.
It's a bit of a soap opera, and a slow motion soap opera. They're not the most social animals, but that social variation makes them really good systems to understand the value of social relationships.
It's important for us to keep tabs on non-native species that enter into our ecosystem because of the fragility of the Arizona wildlife in our structure. From disease, transportation, to resource competition, all of those things are really important to monitor, and as a conservation biologist, that's why it was important for us to respond.
Fork's on the left. We're watching Fork and her brother forage together. And while it is next to a building, this is what marmots do. They eat. And sometimes they even eat socially. So we have a successful relocation, happy story. She's back with her brothers. It'll be really interesting to see if she sticks around or she disperses. And it'll be interesting to see if she goes up and acts as an aunt to her many, many, many cousins and siblings.